Hi, welcome to Breakthrough Church Daily Devotions. We are following the book of Exodus for our daily devotions. We are now in Exodus chapter 25 verses 1 to 19. Exodus 25 verses 1 to 19 states, "The Lord said to Moses, Tell the Israelites to bring me an offering. You are to receive offering from me from everyone whose heart prompts them to give. These are the offerings you are to receive from them: gold, silver, and bronze, blue, purple, and scarlet yarn, and fine linen, goat hair, ram skins dyed red, and other type of durable leather, acacia wood, olive oil for the light, spices for the anointing oil, and for the fragrant incense, and onyx stones and other gems to be mounted on the ephod and breastpiece. Then have them make a sanctuary for me, and I will dwell among them. Make this tabernacle and its furnishings exactly like the pattern I will show you." Now here in this passage, God instructed Moses to tell the people to give an offering for the construction of the tabernacle of the Lord. The offerings will include, among others, gold, silver, and bronze, and other precious gems, as well as some colored yarn and fine linen. Now, where will the Israelites get these items, knowing that they have been slaves in Egypt for a long time, and they are now living in the desert? How did they come up with such bountiful quantities of gold, silver, and bronze, and all other precious gems and cloths? The answer can be found when they were still slaves in Egypt. If you remember, God sent Moses to Egypt to deliver his people from slavery. And Moses faithfully told Pharaoh God's instructions, but Pharaoh hardened his heart despite the evidences Moses showed him. Now God punished Pharaoh and the Egyptians with 7 plagues. And the 7 plagues brought Pharaoh and the Egyptians to their knees, and they released the Israelites from slavery. But even before God sent Moses to Egypt, he already informed Moses of what will happen before they go out of Egypt. When Moses met and talked with God in the burning bush in Exodus chapter 3, this is what God told Moses in verses 19 to 22. "But I know that the king of Egypt will not let you go unless a mighty hand compels him. So I will stretch out my hand and strike the Egyptians with all the wonders that I will perform among them. After that he will let you go. And I will make the Egyptians favorably disposed towards these people, so that when you leave, you will not go empty-handed. Every woman is to ask her neighbor, any woman living in her house, for articles of silver and gold, and for clothing, which you will put on your sons and daughters, and so you will plunder the Egyptians." In Exodus chapter 11, before God performed the last plague, this is what he instructed Moses in verses 1 to 3. "Now the Lord had said to Moses, I will bring one more plague on Pharaoh and on Egypt. After that, he will let you go from here, and when he does, he will drive you out completely. Tell the people that men and women alike are to ask their neighbors for articles of silver and gold." The Lord made the Egyptians favorably disposed toward the people, and Moses himself was highly regarded in Egypt by Pharaoh's officials and by the people. Now in Exodus chapter 12, when Pharaoh finally decided to let the Israelites go, the Egyptian people also asked the Israelite people to get out of Egypt as soon as they can. In Exodus chapter 12, verse 33 to 36, it says, "The Egyptians urged the people to hurry and leave the country, for otherwise," they said, "we will all die." So the people took their dough before the yeast was added and carried it on their shoulders in kneading troughs wrapped in clothing. The Israelites did as Moses instructed and asked the Egyptians of articles of silver and gold and for clothing. The Lord had made the Egyptians favorably disposed toward the people, and they gave them what they asked for, so they plundered the Egyptians. So the Israelites went out of Egypt, bringing with them large quantities of gold, silver, fine clothing, precious gems, and other precious items they can carry out from Egypt. They also took with them large herds of cattle, sheep, and goats. All this in preparation for the construction of the tabernacle and the sacrifices they have to make for the Lord their God. Now, isn't it amazing that many months in advance, the Lord has already prepared the materials for the building of His tabernacle. This story shows to us that God can see the future and has already made provisions for our future. We can all be assured that we can trust our future to God. We need not worry what the future holds, for God holds our future. He is the kind of God that can create springs in the desert, rain manna from heaven, and cause His people to give abundantly even when they are in the desert. Surely, we need not to worry for the future because God had already made provisions for our future.